Albert's Adventures is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Tadaima!
Albert, for the last time, you've been home from Japan for like 10 months. Please, for the love of God, just stop with the Japanese already. I've heard it 1,000 times. It's not that impressive and nobody really cares.
Yeah. 2015 has been a year jam-packed with adventure for Alyssa and I. Since April, I've had to spend 4 weeks in Arizona for work. Ooh, that'll be exciting, I thought. I've never been to the Southwest. Indeed, the desert does hold a distinct beauty I've never seen anywhere else. I had some great Mexican food, and I got to see some old friends who, for some inexplicable reason, choose to live in Arizona on purpose. Every time I opened the door to the 119-degree heat, I found myself praying for the gentle, balmy caress of 100% Florida humidity, or death. Add to that the terrible cell phone service, world's slowest elevators, and, let's just say, vocally passionate hotel room neighbors, and I couldn't wait to get home. Sorry, Arizona. The one cool thing I did get to do in Arizona wasn't until my last day there. My coworker Lee and I took a trip out to scenic Pikachu Peak, where we visited the world-famous Rooster Cogburn Ostrich Ranch. For just a few bucks, I got to hang out with and feed ostriches, goats, ducks, goats, rabbits, donkeys, goats, birds, and more freaking goats. I fed a goat with my mouth, so that's one off the old bucket list.
In September, we went on vacation to the Pacific Northwest. Hi, I'm in this now. We flew into Portland, Oregon to stay with my sister, Katie. Portland, of course, is a quaint little town whose chief export is artisanal mustaches. We ate a lot of great food, drank a lot of great alcohol, and saw a lot of great flowers, spending an afternoon in Portland International Rosecrest Garden.
Portland is nicknamed Rose City, and the garden is filled with an insane variety of amazing, colorful roses. Also, a big spider. We also finally got to meet Katie's boyfriend Blake, who is cool, and reunited with our old friend Robin. I stepped on poop and put it in her car, so there's another one off the old bucket list.
The highlight of our time in Portland was the hike we took to Wauklalla Falls. The trail was relatively easy, but the payoff was spectacular. We wanted to spend all day on those rocks, basking in the majesty of the falls, but unfortunately we had to go home at some point. Along the way, we discovered proof of alien life. After a few days, we took a bus trip up to Seattle to stay with our friends Matt and Michelle. We saw the famous guys throwing fish around Pike Place Market. Briefly dropped by the giant shoe museum, and were subjected to the world-renowned and utterly disgusting gum wall. Humans are the grossest. Why would anyone do this?
I hope they DNA test every piece of gum on that wall and throw every contributor in jail for the rest of their lives. The rest of Seattle was quite nice, though.
We strolled around downtown, went to a couple cool bars, and Albert tried to win a sex toy out of a vending machine.
We got the best ramen we've ever had outside of Japan, looked inside a pinball museum, and spent more time with even more freaking goats. Goats are everywhere in my life.
We met a turkey named Mr. Christmas. But mostly, we just hung out in a cool place with cool people, which is what vacation is really all about.
The next month, we spent a weekend in the oldest city in the United States, St. Augustine, Florida. It's a beautiful place, filled with classic European architecture and chock full of history. We saw old nerds cosplaying with cannons at Castillo de San Marcos, young nerds playing Quidditch and programming their bell tower to play Star Wars music, and spent an afternoon at the Leitner Museum, where an old dead nerd hoarder stashed all of his crap. The best part is getting a musical demonstration from a real-life crazy person.
What song does the Southerners all love?
Dixie.
Dixie. Now if I play again, do you recognize it?
We took a tour of the St. Augustine distillery, where we saw how booze is made, and then we drank the booze, and then we bought more of the booze. Support local booze! Before heading home, we went to the St. Augustine Alligator Farm. It's a precious little zoo full of reptiles, birds, and every known species of crocodilian in the world. Some of them were very big, especially Gomek, who's now a statue.
All in all, it's been a pretty full year for us, and it's not even over yet. But I can't help feeling like I'm forgetting something. Did I mention the goats?
Yeah? Even though they're not as cool as those deer were in Nara.
Nara? Oh my god, I never told you about Nara! Or Kyoto! Or like, half the stuff I even did in Japan. Okay, that settles it. This is happening.